Hey everybody, welcome to a special episode of Histories of Horror with AL and I. Originally, we had planned on having an event occur today, but it looks like we had an unfortunate cancellation. We are hoping that in the future we might be able to get that guest on, but no matter. AL and I are always on top of our game, and that's what brings us to talking to you guys today because we're doing something super cool. And actually, let's talk to AL a little bit about that. What's up going
Hey
on?
guys. Hey Sai, how are you?
I'm just kind of chilling and working and, doing everything like
Yeah,
always.
I feel that.
So, I hear that you're competing in something that just started yesterday. You want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, so I am participating for the first time in a competition called Face of Horror. It is a competition for really
Do you mean Face of
Face of
Halloween?
Halloween, yeah.
So I'm going to talk about that because I competed in the first year and it was called
Yeah.
Face of Horror, and this is my second year, and they just evolved the name, and that's kind of like I think that has been one of the things people have been asking, like, what is this, the same competition? And yes, they just changed the name from Face of Horror to Face of Halloween. So have you made any cool content to support getting votes? Because like I know it's a daily voting thing.
Yeah, I have posted in all of my um gaming servers and let everybody know, to go ahead and vote for me daily. There's a few of the RP servers that I'm in on Discord as well that I've posted in, and I've made a couple of Instagram and TikToks that are trying to support it, but I haven't really posted them yet because I'm slow.
Well, get on there and get them posted because it's already day two of voting. And have you looked at your
I have
rank?
not, honestly. I don't even know how to check my rank.
You should just go to your Face of Halloween. Like, for example, my voting link is it's all one word. It's faceofhalloween.org, O-R-G, and then / 2025, and then / SAI dash Marie, RIE. If you go to whatever your link is, you can actually see, like I'm looking at mine right now, and it says that I am currently in second place in my.
Oh, second place is big.
So yeah, it's pretty easy. And the way that that works is somebody was asking about that on a forum I seen yesterday, and it basically works like it's regional based on different groups and different regions. And so every week you do daily voting for the people that you're voting for, and you go to their link once a day and you can do the free vote, or you can buy votes to donate to the Children's Miracle Network. And so that's what they're supporting through Colossal. Colossal's the company that's doing the vote dashboard. And you do have to have a Facebook account because they have to verify you're not a bot. And that was another question people had. But mostly the two questions I've seen is how does this work when there's group and then there's a finalist? And that's exactly how it works. If you think about how like American Idol works, for example, they have all the auditions and the people that apply that get accepted to the competition, then they go into the first round of voting within their group. And if you're, I believe, in the top, I think it's the top 15 the first
Hmm.
time, then you go to the next week. And you keep doing that, and every week they whittle off 5 people. And I ended last year in the top 3 of my region, and then that's where I lost out because if you don't get the top one as the very last one standing in your region, then you don't get to go to the national finalists.
Oh, wow.
And the national finalists is usually the top 10, and then the top 10 is whittled down until there can only be one winner because that's the one face of
Hmm.
Halloween. So that's how that works. And then the other thing is, yes, you absolutely do have to have a Facebook account in order to verify your vote. But I've made several different cute videos, and I'm in a few different Halloween and Face of Halloween groups, and I think that you are too. So um, go check out those groups. You'll see what the different competitors are doing, and there's some really amazing people that are involved in this contest. So it's super cool to see you competing for the first time. And I am excited about it. I think it's awesome, especially because, well, do you know about the prize package?
Do what I really wanted to do was meet the three. that you could actually meet, like Jamie Lee Curtis and Matthew Lillard and Kane Hodder. That was my goal, was to meet, all three of those people. That's on my bucket list, and I was like, well, this helps immensely, But I mean, like, the money would help too, 13K, but I really just wanted the experience of meeting the stars that you could meet.
See, for me, it's not so much the starstruck because I see these people as, I mean, yes, they're legends, don't get me wrong, but we work in
Right.
entertainment. Like, I see it more like, oh, if I could win this and get the $13,000, it would really immensely help me. But it's not just because it would help me out with obvious finances. It would help me out with the networking and the connection because Jamie Lee is actually producing and directing
Mhm.
now, and she's talked about how she wants to be more behind the
Mhm.
camera. If I had the opportunity, if people hear this and vote for me, I win the $13,000 as a 90% deaf author with two kids that have Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a whole story that I've been through, having been homeless, all the things that I've gone through. You would be literally changing my life by not only giving me the 13 grand to be able to have that money to get me caught up on my bills, but it would also be investment capital towards the other projects of which you are involved with, AL, so that I could actually get other bigger things done. And then by being able to meet, I know that if I could meet Jamie, Matthew, and Kane and let them see my work, and you know this too, all it would take is 1 hour with them. And that $13,000, I'd be walking out of there not only just with being in Rue Morgue magazine, but you guys would literally be watching a legendary moment be made, and you would be the ones that helped to open the door to it. Because that kind of creativity with those kind of legends in the right place, that's called opportunity. And that opportunity alone is worth
Mhm.
$13,000. That's how I look at it. So I see them as they are legends. They are amazing. They are awesome. It would be so cool to hang out with them, but I want to talk to them
Right.
as creatives, be able to be in this space with these people that did things like Halloween and Scream and, Friday the 13th is like my entire life. I've been looking at them not just as, oh my God, they're celebrities, they're so amazing. I see beyond that. I go, look at these amazing artists, look at their backstories, look at the things that they did
Exactly.
that created these franchises that everyone loves, that have literally compelled and inspired hundreds of thousands of people to get into creative industries. And they did
Mhm.
that. And now, there has to be a new generation of people who do that because without dreams and without hope, even especially with this being about scary movies and Halloween, dreams and hope are what drive your final girls. Like those, that power that you find in them, even though they might be a scream queen at the beginning of the movie, like Laurie in Halloween, as per Jamie
Right.
Lee. By the end of Halloween, she's not just the scream queen. She is bold and fierce and unafraid. And for the rest of the franchise of Halloween, Laurie kicks Michael's ass. And no matter what happens to her, no matter how many times she tries to get away, thinking she can rebuild her life if this nightmare gets brought back into her world. She doesn't ever let it stop her from living her life because notice she still does the things that Lori wanted
Mhm.
to do. So to me, that's what it's really about. It's the whole package. Like the fact that they put together so many great people, in addition to saying, hey, we'll let you be in this awesome Gothic magazine, Rue Morgue magazine. We're going to throw $13,000 your way. And a lot of people think, oh, that's money to go do this and that. And yes, I'm sure some fun will be had. But even with fun with a person like me, it's kind of part of the entire package of my creativity as a professional. So when I go places on vacation, like New Orleans or Astoria, and I go there and I see all these things, I'm also working on concepts or stories that are relevant or have something I can draw from those experiences, which means that while I'm enjoying things and I'm on vacation, I'm also able to take all of that and use it toward work when I go back to work. So this is like that. This is like, oh, this would be just like the thrill of a lifetime. But it's not just, oh, this really fun event. It's a step toward further opportunity. That's what I think I like the most about it is they're not only supporting Children Miracle Network, they're giving people who have, courage and dreams and who do things like cosplay and role play and dress up as adults, opportunities that they might not otherwise get. And that's pretty amazing to me. So maybe we should break down how it works a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like I'm kind of going to the dashboard right now. So when the competition started yesterday, like I said, it's daily voting, and then we have group regionals. We go through those every week, and the finalists get knocked off. And then the prize package is the $13,000, meeting Jamie Lee Curtis, Matthew Lillard, and Kane Hodder, and being in a photo interview spread of Rue Morgue magazine. So what you want to do every day is get on there and vote for whoever you're voting for. Of course, you're not allowed to vote for yourself. So in that case, you can just exchange your vote for yourself for me, and I'll do the
Okay.
same for you.
Sounds good.
And yeah. So yeah, exchange your links. Anybody else who's in the face of Halloween, get on there and exchange your links because AL and I are involved, and this is really fun, and it's an opportunity to meet like-minded people who also enjoy horror and Halloween. So those are the best things to me, in my opinion. So yeah, we had to come and talk to you guys about that a little bit. Every like couple of days they have different kind of status updates where they have different people. Like there's a Jamie Lee Curtis interview. Actually, I might be able to play it on air real quickly and let you guys just listen. How about we do that? Let's go ahead and see. It says, what is your favorite?
So it's showing with mine, I am currently 14th in my region.
You're currently fourth in your region?
14th. Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to get some posting done. Do
Yeah.
some posting because you're just barely right there. But I was letting her say this, and what she was asked was what was her favorite movie making moment. And she was talking about how she was sitting on just like this grassy yard space with a couple of different people that had worked on Halloween with her, and how it wasn't glamorous, but the genuine realness of it, and how it wasn't like really elaborate, even though they were running around and doing like they were building the sets and stuff. She was so involved in it that she just likes to break down the barriers and make it more accessible, is what she was explaining. So it totally completely aligns with why she's here doing this. Obviously, because she wants to open those doors to people like us, and she wants people to donate their money to Children's Miracle Network if they want to help boost people with their voting. Yeah, it's going to go, it says right here at the bottom, grant donations to the Starlight Children's Foundation.
Awesome.
So that is pretty awesome. And I think it goes on for till the end of like the middle of October, I think it is. And so I think it's like 8 weeks of voting, and every week somebody gets knocked off, or so many people get knocked off, 5 at a time. And then you get your finalist and see who they are from there. And that top 10 people out of the nation are the ones that you have to set for voting from there. And that's how it works. Do you have any places that you want people to go check out so that they can possibly go vote for you or check out content for you from the Face of Halloween?
Well, I will be posting on my TikTok and my Instagram, which I believe are both either JinxieCat84 or author A.L. Knuckles.
So yeah, you can look up, I know that on Instagram, she's author A.L. Knuckles there, and she is that on TikTok as well. And then on Facebook, she's got a reader group, which is A.L. Knuckles, All Knuckled Up Readers. You should post the link in there and any other content you have there too, so that your following can find these things easily and vote for you if they
Yep.
want to.
And you have a few as well, don't you?
I do. I have a lot up there. I have things on Blue Sky, on just about everywhere. If you look up Cymarie or author Cymarie or Cymarie Johnson, on Blue Sky it's Cymarie, on Instagram it's author Cymarie, and on TikTok it's Cymarie Johnson. So you should be able to find me pretty easily. And then of course, my link is Face of Halloween, which is FACEOFHALLOWEEN.org, faceofhalloween.org/2025, the number 2025 / Sai-Marie, which is SAI-MARIE, and you can vote for me right now. I am currently in second place in my group, And it looks like our cutoff date is Thursday, the 4th of September. That's 7 p.m. Pacific time. So that is 9 days and 5 hours from now. If you want to, I can read you guys real quickly what my profile says on there, and then you could read yours as well if you have it
Okay.
pulled up. Okay, so it says the questions, they ask us 4 questions. So my question, first answer is, what's your most memorable Halloween experience? The one that stands out the most was when my dad took my brother and I to an outdoor haunt called Camp Blood, and I happened to fall during the trail into a thicket of briars. One of the haunt actors found himself over to me, and he was holding a fake plastic skull. He never broke character, however, as he reached out to help me and said, in a rather gothic voice that was quite deep, I might add, "Do you want to touch my
Mm-mm.
skull?" I went screaming and scrambling despite being 16 years old and a horror fanatic, and I felt like I was in a scene from Friday the 13th, considering that it was an outdoor camp theatrical experience. Yeah, it was very memorable. Tell us why you would make it to the end of a horror movie. Us. With the killer, but be unafraid to face them. I observe a lot and I am quick witted. If you are able to come to understand the bad guy's psyche, you can often outthink them. That's how you survive. What would you do with the unlucky $13,000? Well, I have some book projects I'd like to fund, and I am a disabled author and writer with many barriers. It would be nice to get caught up on some bills and have investment capital toward my projects being pushed to the proper eyes and seeing my dreams as just a woman with a dream and a pen come true despite my many setbacks. I am also a screenwriter and I'd like to inspire, educate, and entertain people for the rest of my life. Who is your real life hero who you would want to survive a horror movie with? I said Sarah Michelle Gellar because who wouldn't want to face hell's worst with her on your side? I mean Buffy Summers, and I think that's all there is to it. I'd have said Anne Rice, but she's passed on to the afterlife, so I'll take Sarah any day of the week. How about you read us yours now, AL?
Mine is pulling up. Okay, so my small bio says, I think I would love to be the face of Halloween because everyone needs a chubby chick to scare them into an insanity once in a while. My questions, if my phone decides to participate with me, of course it's not. And I don't have it logged onto my,
What is your Face of Halloween link?
I believe it's just Amanda Ladd.
Let me see if maybe I can pull it up and read for you. Okay, yeah. And AL's questions are, what was your most memorable Halloween experience? And she said, I have many memorable Halloween experiences. I love Halloween as it's my favorite holiday, and I love watching horror movies all year long. It's my thing. I love dressing up and cosplaying various scary villains and even various characters. She's a huge role player and a writer, y'all. I can say that for knowing
Yep.
her for 20 years. Tell us why you would make it to the end of a horror movie. I know I'd make it to the end because I'd most likely join forces with the villain just to make sure I'd be the last one standing, then turn my back on them in the end and kill them too. This is very accurate.
You gotta survive when you're fat. When you're a chubby chick, you gotta do your best to do something to make yourself get to the end. Otherwise, you're just gonna die.
She's like, have you seen the new season of Twisted Metal on
Not yet.
Peacock?
It's on my to watch list
Oh my
though.
God. Oh my God. All I can tell you is I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but somebody basically does that with Sweet Tooth. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and now I gotta watch it faster.
It says, what would you do with the unlucky $13,000? And AL said, I would use the money to pay off bills and my debt, then go on a nice vacation with my husband. Very much do. Since he's gotten sick, yes, we all need to always be praying and sending good energy to AL and her husband. Um, because he is definitely having some issues and being bedridden a lot lately. So they never get to have a lot of fun and spend a lot of time in the hospital. They definitely are overdue a funcation. And she said since he's gotten sick, he never gets to do anything fun. I think a funcation is due. I completely agree. She says, to who is your real life hero? Who would you want to survive a horror movie with? My real life hero would be, I don't know, maybe my mom, but my mom wouldn't survive running for her life. So you would have to outrun your mom then, and that would be kind of bad.
Yeah, I'd be dragging my.
So yeah, and AL's Link here is faceofhalloween.org/2025/Amanda, AMANDA dash lad. That is LADD. So it's faceofhalloween.org/2025/Amanda dash lad, and lad with two D's, y'all. And that's what we wanted to share with you guys. Do you have any final thoughts you want to tell everybody about your Face of Halloween opportunity and what's going on? All right, well, it was good to talk to you, and I'm really glad that we're doing this. And everybody, please tune in September the 7th when we have our next recording, and that is when we are going to be talking about the Lollery Mansion, and we're very excited to be sharing that with you guys. In the meantime, don't forget to go vote for us daily in the Face of Halloween contest, as Ale and I are very excited to be competing, and we hope that you have a wonderful week. Till next time, this has been a special edition of Histories of Horror with A.L. Knuckles and Cy Marie Johnson. Y'all take care of yourselves out there.